Good evening, everybody. Welcome to The Wanger Show. This episode of The Wanger Show is brought to you by our Patreon, patreon.com/wangers. It's the one place you can help support us and all the things that we want to do in life, like movie commentaries. That's what we want to do the rest of our life. So we also want to do like short films and sketches and features and all that stuff. And you supporting our Patreon helps us achieve that, and going through drive-thrus and talking to cameras and doing a lot of really fun stuff. So if you want to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/wangers. We just did Detective Pikachu commentary. That was a lot of fun. So check it out. Oh, okay. Alrighty. We're here. We're loud. We're proud. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show. This is episode 179. 179. We've done 179 of these things. If you could name the 179th Pokemon in the chat, Brian will give you his car. Speaking of Brian, Mark Ellis is back. Hello, Mark.
Oh, my God. This is my... I just saw that someone in the chat said it's my 5th time doing the Wangers, and I thought that, and then I heard that it was 179 episodes, and I'm like, wait, so there was 174 times that they found a better guest than me to have on the show, and it really hurt my feelings.
I mean, look,
listen, Mark, before, like, I would say the first 50 episodes, we were doing it at some basement. I think we were doing it out of Christian's old job. We weren't going to invite the great Mark Ellis, as seen on Amazon Prime, to a basement in Montebello or wherever he's from.
It was in Brea.
Not the OC. We're not going to get you out in the OC.
No. There was no way.
We waited until we established ourselves in Burbank, California, and now we can invite you onto the show.
Hell yeah. Now it's easier.
Now I'm the weak link. I'm the one with the... I by far have the crappiest microphone. I have the crappiest webcam. I barely have a place to call my own, and now I'm just pretty much living off of your guys' success. Whatever I do for the rest of my life is basically just because I was riding in the Ranger's wake. I'm drafting off you, to borrow a marathon bicycling term.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Speaking of bicycling, we're gonna pedal on through this episode. I have no idea. I'm sorry. That was.
He's nervous.
Yeah, I know.
He's trying to impress you with his segues and his jokes.
Not gonna be able to do it. I'm just embarrassed that we invited you only 5 times out of 179. Thank you, Jack Cohn, for that stat. I'm sure that was you. Alrighty. Yeah. We're here. Mark, yeah, I think you were on the show a month ago, maybe.
No, it's actually, I think it was April.
Yeah. So when all this shit went down.
Yeah.
It
feels like a month ago.
I agreed to do your show under the premise that, you know what, the guys are probably having a tough week because we're going to be in this quarantine for a whole other week. Yeah. So I should probably give them something to look forward to until we can all go back to bars, in May. And, it's just, maybe having me on was the curse. Maybe I brought on the vid. I don't know. I don't know where we all went wrong, but it's the strangest thing to me is that you guys know how much I love bars and how much I love restaurants and doing stand-up. Like, I am a night owl. I love the nightlife. I do not miss that part at all. Yeah. It's just a thing that existed in another realm to me, and I just do not care about it.
Yeah.
So you will not break quarantine to get a drink. I know Barney's is open. I drove by Barney's Beanery in Burbank. It's wide open. People hanging out outside, having beers, having bad service.
Why? Do you really miss your friends that much? The thing that thing that shocks me are the Zoom birthday. I can't get over it. I know we have friends that have done Zoom birthdays, and I've been recruited for a couple of them. And all I was thinking the whole time I was on there is, I'm glad I'm making this person feel special on their big day. You cannot catch me dead doing one of those for my birthday.
No.
I cannot stand there and tap dance for my friends for 3 hours.
Yeah, the whole birthday streaming thing. Like, we've got a lot of friends that did it. Shout out to all them. You do you, but I can't sit there and be like, look at me, it's my birthday the whole time. I mean, I know that's not their intention, obviously. That I know Ken did one. I know I'm not supposed to.
Don't forget to check out Alex Marzoni's
I was fucking getting there, Brian. I was getting there. I was gonna say, if you're gonna do something for your birthday, make it extraordinary, like a live concert. That's where I was going with it. You stepped on my toes. My toes hurt.
Good. He was good. See, we don't have the talent. So if it was just my birthday or Christian's birthday, we would just be sitting here like, hey, you guys have a question for me?
Yeah, I mean, we did a stream for Cody's birthday, but we didn't we titled it, it's for Cody's birthday, but we were it wasn't like his idea to be like, can we do a stream about me? Nah.
It kind of was. Do you think deep down, like, he really likes it? He's like, I don't want a birthday present, but like, I kind of do.
No, it's Cody. Of course he didn't. Of course he did not want.
He's got some deep-seated issues in there. He wants the acceptance.
He hates the attention.
There's a lot of people out there like that, though. I'm not saying Cody's one of those people, but we all know folks who will tell you up and down, oh, no, I don't want anything for my birthday. And then the birthday comes. It's like any girlfriend I've ever had when Valentine's Day comes around, February 10th, oh, no, I don't want to do anything. I just want to hang out with you. February 14th comes around. If you don't have reservations at the nicest restaurant, you don't have a plan for the entire day, you do not have a girlfriend on February 15th.
Bye-bye.
It is the biggest annual ruse of any relationship is that she doesn't want to do it. She always wants to do something on Valentine's Day, fellas. Know that. Remember that. This is the ghost of Christmas future telling you that if you mess up Valentine's Day, you're lucky if they let you split the dog.
Oh, and she's right.
What about birthdays?
Yeah.
Do women not care about their own birthdays either? I feel like they love it.
They don't care about their birthday. They care about their birth month.
It's all about that birth month.
Celebration. It's selfies and it's cake and it's champagne and it's all this crap. You know what I did on my 40th birthday? I scheduled a physical. That's what I did on my 40th birthday.
You're smart. You're taking care of yourself.
Sitting there watching the beach, watching the waves roll in on Santa Monica Pier, and I was thinking, you know what? This reminds me that I need to have a finger up my ass that has a medical degree attached to it.
I'm so stoked for my 40th birthday. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Prostate check?
Hell yeah.
You had to get your prostate
I'm not
check?
sure exactly. It's Friday, by the way, is the big physical. So I'm not sure exactly what's going to go down. I'm anticipating because they change it up a little bit every time. This time it's not going to be outside of an abandoned shed by my baseball coach. It's actually going to be in a doctor's office, and I'm expecting turnaround and cough. I'm expecting them to grab the boys, and then I don't know what's going on with the posterior. That's kind of the big question mark is what are we doing here? Is that another follow-up exam? Do we just knock it all out? I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What's the age to get a prostate check? Is it 40? I thought it was like
it's 40. Yeah.
It's 40.
Yeah.
You're going to get one of those, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you can lie about it and say, "Oh, hey, I'm Mark Ellis. I'm still relatively young looking, and I work out, so I can wait till I'm 45. I want to get this, Brian. These two fingers are going up my ass on Friday. All right."
Just film the whole experience.
I thought it was like 45. I'm gonna Google.
Brian's so scared. He's like, "Fuck, I've only got 10 years left. God damn.
Gotta start taking care of that prostate."
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It says beginning at age 50. This is according to pfc.org.
Nah.
I don't know about PFC.
That's putting it off, man. You got to get in there and
just get it over with.
Yeah. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. You might like it. I might come out of that doctor's office feeling free and casual.
A changed man. A changed
new
man.
lease on life.
Yes. A lot of changes going on in the world with Mark Ellis. The show. Cody's not here. We fired him. We fired Cody. Cody is gone forever. After his birthday stream, we were like, "Get out of here. You're done, sir." So now we're looking for a new white man to replace Cody. Who should it be?
Oh, speaking of white people, and by the way, I know the answer to that is Ken Knapsack. I know I wasn't even under consideration. I get it, but. Here's a question I have for Christian Rubalcaba, because Brian Perez did not know this. Okay, I'm outing him right now. Brian is in the running to be the whitest guy on this stream currently.
Okay.
So, and that hair is not helping your cause because you look like either Hall or Oates or both combined. Christian Rubalcaba, do you know what an arepa is?
An arepa. Amber?
Yeah.
Amber will probably know. Oh,
Arepas. Arepas.
Arepas.
Yes. It's not some sort of crime.
It's pretty close. Sounds like it. Arepas.
Zeus Arepas is the name of the food truck.
Here's the thing. It comes from
Zeus Arepas.
I know Zeus. It's
some sort of like torta-esque sandwich, and there's a food truck.
Okay.
It goes all around the valley where I currently reside, and it's called Zeus Arepas. And fellas, I'm telling you, it is the best the most delicious sandwich you could possibly have out of a truck, out of a restaurant, out of a doctor's office. It is glorious. That's exactly what they look like. I get mine with shredded beef with the black beans. You throw a plantain on there, a little bit of guacamole, some salsa.
Okay, that's
holy crap! Treat yourself.
That is not how you spell it. Okay.
I was thinking it was R-A-P, but it's R-E-P.
R-E-P. Yeah, it does look like a torta. A torta.
Arepas. I believe that's the way it's spelled. I don't know. It's written in cursive. So
on the side of the food truck, it's in cursive.
I can't. Look, I learned cursive to get the B-, and then when I got to college, there was, I don't know if they still even teach cursive, but when I went to college, I had the best feeling the first week of college classes because I learned 2 truths about college. 3 truths. Mm-hmm. Truth number 1, you do not have to shower. You don't even have, you can wear a hat to class and nobody cares. That was truth number 1. Truth number 2, chew all the gum you like. Do you like gum? Chew 2 pieces. You can do whatever the hell you want with gum in class, in college. And rule number 3, no more cursive. It's done. It's dead. Unless you're buying a car or renting a hotel room, you do not need to know cursive at all. Yeah. And kids, I'm here to tell you, if they're trying to teach you cursive in school or you're being homeschooled this year and they're trying to teach you cursive, you tell them that Mark Ellis said, I'm going to put 2 fingers up your ass if you ever try to teach me how to write that stupid language again, because I can just sign an X on everything and get it done.
I think we need to retitle this episode, Mark Ellis got 2 fingers up the ass.
Yeah. Maybe I'm a little nervous about it after
all. By the way, Elena in the chat said arepas aren't Mexican, so
that's what I was looking up. It's come from South America, so that's on the other side of the tracks.
You think we're both Colombian, bro? You think we're from the South Americas? No, we're not.
Do I look Colombian?
Yeah. I got a little bit of Spain in me, but not like fully.
A little bit of a white guy showing there. Okay, look.
That's not the worst thing a white man said on this show. Cody said far worse.
All ethnic thing is all Mexican, right?
Anytime I have shredded beef, I just associate it with my favorite food, which is Mexican food. So
there you go.
So it's like anything that tastes good to me that has spice to it, I'm gonna say, oh, that's Mexican food. Maybe it's Spanish style, maybe it's Peruvian, maybe it's Argentinian, but I just, in my racist white dumb mind, I say, oh, spicy and it's meat, it must be from Mexico.
You're not the only one.
Yeah,
everyone else is probably that makes sense.
It's probably Mexican.
Spicy carne asada meat.
Carne asada.
Next thing you're going to tell me is Senor Frog isn't really a senior at
all. Speaking of Senior Film sent a super chat. Just sent us a super chat. Thank you very much. We very much appreciate that. But
Senor Film.
Thank you. There it is. Cody is not here. He was not fired. Come on. You think we'd be able to do this without Cody? No.
What the fuck, Cody?
Exactly. He's not here. He'll be back. Don't worry. He'll be back on Wednesday to play some baseball against that one other guy. That Mark Ellis will be announcing. How about that? There you go.
Steals all my thunder. That no good knapsack.
Jack Cohen, how many times just to rub it into Mark's face? How many times has Ken been on the show? Because Jack knows all the stats for us. Good old Jack boy.
Just that grin of I just dropped the mic on another episode of Philly News Routine. Good luck following that.
That's
Ellis.
Such a perfect face for a meme too. I'm surprised I didn't see a bunch of memes with Ken's face on it like that. Just like
I'm trying to get it so it's right here. It just stares at me in disgust.
If you type in, I'm going to try to Giphy this. If you type in any of us, do any GIFs come up?
Oh, on Twitter or just on Google?
I'm just doing Google.
I think
you have to properly search that or something.
I don't know about that. I know for sure on Twitter, most of us are Schmodown related. I know you're
Schmodown. I just typed in Wanger. Now I'm going to type in arepa and see what happens.
Make sure you spell it correctly, please.
I got one.
Arepas.
Oh, Cody, you're able. Oh, Brian, nice.
That pops up.
Okay, look. Come on, guys. Throw me a bone here, all right? I type in arepas, and I see a bunch of what looks like Mexican food. I see, are empanadas Mexican?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay, what is worse? Is it worse being a white guy who's trying to further his realm and expand his mind, or somebody who's talking to 2 people who claim to be of Mexican descent and have no answers for me?
I mean,
Hey,
we don't.
You can't assume.
Hold on a second. Yeah, like
You can't assume that I know the cuisine because I grew up in the suburbs of Los Angeles.
Okay, ask me your question about white people. I guarantee I'll answer.
What is Grey Poupon?
I'm not from London. It's Dijon mustard that is made with white wine and pairs very well with turkey and sourdough bread.
That's the whitest thing we've had on the show.
fuck yeah. Cora Alex
Sourdough bread.
said empanadas are Argentina. Booyah.
This
See?
is saying it's Filipino culture
Oh shit.
on Google.
Oh, maybe there's two types. I don't know. I know.
See, look, this is.
I said no though. I said no. As a Latino, I said no. That's probably not. I don't want
What is y'all's favorite food? Did you guys like?
I mean, Mexican is my favorite food. I mean,
It is.
yeah. Oh, me and Amber have beans and carne asada like every single week. It's a problem.
He eats beans with lard.
Not anymore, Brian. It's been years since I've eaten. I only have lard with my beans when I go back home to my mom's because that's where she fattens me up.
Yeah, there's been tales of legend of Christian's mom's lard based.
Easy there, guy. Go after my race and now my fucking family. Come on.
No, I'm saying it's the way you describe your mom's beans is
She's a farter.
amongst the best beans descriptions that I've ever heard because it's hard to dress beans. It's hard to leave a restaurant and say, yeah, the main dish was okay, but man, their beans are good.
That's
but the
true.
way you describe the beans that your mom makes, it's like that's the start of the show. If I ever have the pleasure of dining at the Rubalcaba house, which after this episode seems unlikely, I would probably just sit down and just get a big bowl of beans and then whatever else you're making, save it for dessert.
Yeah. Oh man, it's been a minute too.
You guys a fan of chorizo?
Yes.
I'm not a huge fan, but I can dig it. I'm down with it. Cody's a huge fan of chorizo.
You say it like a white person too, chorizo.
Well, I'm not gonna like chorizo. How about that? You happy?
Yeah,
you happy?
there you go.
I know some people
Embrace
could
your
just
culture.
like turn it on. Look, that's the thing
Embrace
too.
what you are.
I've gotten so much shit over the years for not being like a real Mexican, real Latino, just because I don't speak the language. I don't understand it all the way. I can pick out bits and pieces like that, but my parents, like when I grew up, they didn't teach it to us, and I think part of that was like on my mom's side, a lot of her family members didn't teach it either because they were getting shit for speaking Spanish. So there was that like whole like area where they were afraid to speak it, and then but now it's like fucking everyone, like who cares if you fucking speak it, or I mean you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know what? I went to Switzerland with it. You know what language courses I took in college?
French.
That was high school because the teacher I was sweet on the teacher.
Nice.
Nothing ever happened.
Hot teacher? Hot French teacher?
I was hot for teacher. In college, I took Latin because I was like, yeah, this seems easy and this seems useful. I don't know what was wrong with me. Like, do you have no foresight, Mark? Do you have you really are just going to lie to yourself and say that you don't have the dream to be a comedian one day and that would necessitate you moving to Los Angeles where a lot of the population speaks Spanish? It was a very short-sighted move on my part. Not the last one I would make, but not taking Spanish. Kids, I'm telling you, if you're out there, I already told you what you can do if somebody tries to teach you cursive, and I stand by that. The other thing I'll tell you, learn Spanish. Learn Spanish before you learn English, because English is going the way of the dodo, okay? English is turning into nothing but emojis and GIFs anyway.
Sure.
Learn Spanish.
Yeah, and take all 4 years. I didn't take all 4 years. I took 2 and I was out. 2 and out. I should have taken all 4. I mean, my dad, like, he grew up speaking Spanish, and so, like, by the time he was in, like, Spanish 3 when he was, like, a sophomore. And he was like, oh, this shit's easy. Yeah, I do this every day. No problem. Yeah. He's like writing full essays in Spanish. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Imagine telling a punchline in Spanish. That would win over all of LA.
I want to say a buddy just because like I'd occasionally see him at open mics when we were all starting out, and he was so not funny. His big idea, because I think he realized he was not like funny at all. This was going nowhere, but he did have a way of like he could talk you on the street into you believing he was a comedian. Like if he said, "Oh yeah, I'm playing the Wiltern tonight," you'd be like, "Oh, this guy's he's funny, he's affable." He was just a horrific comic. So his big idea was he was learning French. And you know why he was learning French? Because he was going to move to France. and he was going to be the biggest comedian in France because apparently there's not a whole lot of comics walking around France. So he was going to move to France and be the French comedian, and I don't know what ever happened to him.
Oh, he was going to gain the system by going where there's no competition and just be the top.
Look, my thing on this show is to give you guys a premise for your next short film. And I just gave you gold. You can make that a horror. You can make it a rom-com. You can do whatever you want with that.
That seems like such a perfect, like, oddball type of comedy. I don't know why I immediately... What?
No, guy goes to a place to be the best stand-up.
But he's terrible?
He's clearly from, like, Southern California.
Yeah.
I mean, he would literally get on stage, and like sometimes you see people, and because there's like no crowd there, it's just other comics at open mics, and at least you know that they told a joke, that there was like a setup and a punchline. He just kind of like talked, and it was like he wasn't even trying to make anybody laugh. It was the most confounding thing, and I just never understood it. And so maybe he's huge in France.
But then he comes off the stage that night. He's like, I killed it tonight. Like, he has that confidence. That's what we need. We need that confidence to be like, I murdered that room. Hey. Flappers, Burbank, midnight Tuesday night.
Oh,
murder.
That's where it is.
In the Yoo-Hoo room.
Is it called the Yoo-Hoo room?
At Flappers has 3 showrooms, I think. They have like the front bar where they do an open mic, and then they have the main stage, which is great. And then they have the Yoo-Hoo room, which is like, I always thought it was like their belly room until I did it. Because the belly room is the smallest room of the Comedy Store, and it still holds like 80, 90 people. And I did a Montreal Comedy Festival showcase at the Yoo-Hoo room. And I showed up thinking it's going to be like a belly room show, like nice, intimate crowd. First of all, like 4 people are there. And it was so small. Yet when you go on stage, it felt so cavernous because nobody was there. And you knew Montreal reps didn't even show up. A camcorder showed up. It was just, they were filming it for the Montreal reps to watch. And you're like, there's no way. Like, nobody's going to book anything off this show if somebody came to see us, much less if you're watching a camcorder of the set. And so at that point, you just pretty much give up on all your dreams. That's what comedy really is learning how to do it for the first 5 years and then giving up every dream you ever had in comedy for the next 30, 40 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
is the Yoo-Hoo room worse than the bar? Because I've been to a show at the bar, and it's kind of just like, there's an area next to the bar. Here's a stage. We have a mic. Let's have some people come up and tell jokes.
I have never actually done or seen the front bar show. Again, the main room is great, and the Yoo-Hoo room can be fun when it's packed. But like, Montreal showcases are just the worst thing you can do in comedy because nobody wants to invite anyone because it's the showcase event. You want to be available to talk to whoever you need to talk to and glad hand them afterwards. And so as a result, nobody shows up because it's like Tuesday at 6 p.m. And so half the time the fucking reps don't even want to show up. And so it's just a camera's there, and it's just an atrocious situation.
Interesting. All that doesn't matter anymore because none of it exists. It's all gone. Can't have any fun anymore. I just don't want to wear my mask. I'm tired of it. I'm so done. Just kidding.
I don't know when I'm going to feel comfortable being in front of people again. I mean, it's weird. I don't even want to be. I don't want to be around people. I don't want to be around human beings.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I don't know if that's weird or that I totally have shut off the desire to be around human beings, but I'm actually having a great time not being around. I miss you guys, but it's like we get to do this or we get to text, and it's
right.
Humans are innately adaptable. We'll adapt to whatever situation's going on, and I feel like I'm ahead of the curve in adapting to not just this time, but for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So have you not seen anyone in person in a while?
I've seen her mom, and that's it.
That's the only other human being in person you've seen since April?
No, I did social distance drinks with Ken and Grace twice. One of which was with Christian Ruvalcaba at some point.
Oh, he was there. You went. Christian left quarantine.
Yeah, what up? What up? I did. I broke quarantine to see my friends so I can hug my friends.
Yeah.
Guys shouldn't be hugging. No,
we weren't hugging. There was no hugging. Mark wanted to. I was like, come on, dude, I can't.
I didn't even drink beer. Christian brought me a 6-pack of Coors Light, and I was like, hey, thanks, man, but I'm not drinking until Saturday night. And so I just had a pot soda, and he was dumbfounded because Christian has never had good luck in buying me beer, as
Multiple
we know from the New
times.
York incident.
Multiple times, just Mark, not drinking the stuff that I get him. What do I got to do? Is it because I'm Mexican? That's what it is.
You bought him a warm beer. What happened?
It was like Christian knew he failed his dad last year, and so this year for Christmas he was going to get his dad the best tie at Macy's. He was going to impress his old man, and he had ice cold Coors Light ready for me to drink, and he just had this look in his eye like I was about to see the golden ticket, and I saw it and I was like, "Oh, thanks, man. Can I bring these home?"
He was like, "I'm not drinking," but the first time, because that was the first time I saw you since our Vegas trip in like February. And so it was like all this time in quarantine, just waiting for it. I'm like, I'm going to see Mark, and he's going to be so happy with this beer, and just...
He's desperately trying to find your approval, and you were just, shutting him down at every moment.
He was just fake laughing at my jokes the whole night, I could tell.
But that's working. That's what's pushing him forward. That's why we do 3 shows a week. We have the Wanger show. We have commentaries. We have everything. We're going to get Mark's approval one day.
One day, yeah. We finally got it. We got Ken's approval. Which, by the way, Jack Cohn said Ken's been on 8 times.
I'm never going to catch that. Never.
We'll just have you. I think he's on next week, too.
Yeah, he'll be.
See, that's not even fair. It's like playing, Brian, it's like when you're playing golf against me and you finally get that birdie and you're like, I got a birdie on Ellis. And then here comes Ellis with an eagle. And it's like, it's
2 eagles.
Yeah. Caw.
It's usually like a rotation. We'll be like, oh, let's ask Mark, then we'll ask Ken, then we'll ask Josh, and then we just repeat because we don't want to ask anything else. You're the only ones we want to talk to.
Okay, so I have a question for the Wangers, particularly the one who enjoys fatty beans. As we're gonna call him.
I grew up a heavyset kid.
How long did join the club? How long did it take for you to make that movie that you made? I imagine you and Amber were the crew, and you made the whole thing in quarantine.
Yep.
And what was that like from start to finish? How long did that from idea to this could be a thing to getting it finished? What was that like?
Look, there it is. I probably could have used that one. Pocket Watch. It's available now. Go check it out on the channel. That one I started writing that I think in like April. So like around the time when maybe even like the beginning of April. I have to check my emails. Like when I sent Cody a script first because I was afraid to send it to Brian, and then I sent it to both of them eventually. I think like at the start of April, and I kept floating around the idea to Amber. I was like, hey, I think I want to shoot a short film while we're in quarantine. Do you want to help me? And she was like, And I don't blame her. But
she's not a filmmaker.
No, she's not. Nor does she like has any desire to do it, but she's very supportive of me, and she wanted to help me out, so she stuck through it. So many of because you know me, Brian, like I like to do test shoots like over and over. I like to map everything out as much as I can, and her helping me out with that, I can just see the amount of times that she got a little frustrated because I would literally be like, oh, let's just try it again. Oh, let's try it again. Specifically,
Kubrick and Fincher do not hold a candle to Christian. The amount of takes Christian does.
I don't take that many though. Like,
yeah,
wow.
I mean, it was rough because there was one shot in the short where it's like this. It's all one shot and it's spinning and it's going around, and I wanted to get it all in one take. It looks cool. It's from like the hallway, and then it like reveals the living room, and that was like the toughest one because at the angle that she was at, I couldn't really help her because I was the subject going from left to right, and she had to be behind the camera, then spin it all the way around, but then at the point where it was facing this way, she had to focus it on the living room, so that became a problem. We ended up doing that like 20-something times, and that, yeah.
It must be tough living with William Friedkin. Like, you seem like the worst version of the classic Instagram girlfriend, where it's just you're standing there and it's just okay. I took 20 more pictures. Pick which one you want.
It's pretty much
directing a movie. But I do admire what the ultimate outcome was. Like, did you have to abuse some people on set to get the finished product? Probably. But
also,
a lot of the great art we love involves some sort of emotional abuse at some point.
Yeah.
He was also directing Amber to direct himself. He's like, hey, get this shot of me. Like while I hide under my bed over here. Get this shot. Come on, Amber, come over here.
Can you just get this for me?
I wonder about people who direct movies and also are starring in them, like a George Clooney or a Bradley Cooper. Yeah. I'm sure they're nice people, but you got to know there's that one day on set where they wake up and they're like, I'm just going to show everybody who the hell I am today. And they're acting in it. And then they go back and they probably give every other actor in the scene notes. Like, Bradley Cooper giving Sam Elliott note. You know that scene in Star is Born when they're nose to nose? Right there, yeah. He just keeps making Sam Elliott do it over again just because he can.
He's stealing his voice.
I know. He's doing an impression of Sam Elliott. Just who has the balls to do that close proximity to Sam Elliott? I sat across from Sam Elliott on a flight one time, and I couldn't even look in the man's direction because I was afraid the mustache would get pissed off. And here's Bradley Cooper doing an impression of him in his best Yosemite Sam gear at Sam Elliott, and he just doesn't break. It was an amazing scene.
I think that's why, like, whenever we cast anyone in our short films, we just have Cody and Brian in it, because then we can just be like, dude, do that better. Come on. I mean, we'd actually never. I don't think that's ever been a case where we've actually said that, but probably a little intimidating to like ask a real actor to be like, hey, you think you can? And then they'd be like, fucking, who do you think you are? But I hated it. I hated being in the acting in it. I don't like acting. It's not. I don't like it that much.
Brian, in The Runner, at any point did you think that the guys weren't even making a movie? They were just making you run.
I don't mind more takes, because I like to get shit right too. Yeah. Like when I'm in it, like Christian knows when we did Quarantine Files or Quarantine Report, whatever we did, I sent him like 50 takes of just like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I did everything.
The first episode was for Quarantine Report was pretty rough because I wasn't used to like that many takes before, but it paid off because like the first couple of takes would be like, okay, that's good. Okay, boom, there it is. Oh no, there it is. So like, I would rather take a half an hour of what would end up being like 3 minutes of dialogue over like, oh yeah, here it is, like just one take. That most of my stuff in Quarantine Report is just all like me recording it one time. It's like, yeah, okay, that was fine. I didn't like, but then again, you know, some of my stuff, the conversations that I had with you in that was more so like back and forth. The other stuff that was just like tiny little bits and pieces that were a lot easier.
It was a very impressive achievement what y'all did with that. It was fun for me listening because I know most of the people in it, and so I could like pick out their voices. But Brian was really funny in it. Like, it's up there. It's either Quarantine Report or it's Uber Driver for like my biggest like, holy crap! I did not know Brian had that in him performance.
It was great. No, it absolutely is.
Perfect timing with Brian taking the Wanger show mug. Like, yes, look, I got my own show too. We get it. Okay, we get it.
Yeah, no, Brian was great.
Someone in the chat said we want a making of. I think we have behind the scenes on our Patreon.
We do.
We recorded Zoom meetings when we were on phone calls with like RB3 or Brett. We recorded all that behind the scenes stuff, and I think that Cody's compiling that into a video.
I don't know if he's compiling all of that. I pretty much recorded all of our Zoom meetings for the purpose of like, oh yeah, if we did have the time to make a making of the Quarantine Report, we'll do it. Just not a lot of people really watch those. Those are just more fun for me to make, just to like, you know, show everyone our creative process behind it all. But like all of our, pretty much every person that was in it, aside from the couple people like you, Mark, that just sent in the recording, we have full on like behind the scenes recordings of all that, all the outtakes and everything. And Cody just put in some of it in the newest behind the scenes video. We do a monthly behind the scenes video every month on Patreon. So check it out, patreon.com/wangers. So maybe someday, maybe we'll do a making of. Yeah.
You know, I was going to ask you guys if you feel like Cody changed since he got married and had the kid, but Cody really timed this out pretty well, springing a pandemic on us, because you can't even blame, you know, guys usually like when you're hanging out and you're all buddies and you're going out drinking every night, and then one of them goes and gets married and has a kid. It's like, oh man, that guy really changed, dude. He's just not one of us anymore. But now Cody can just say, oh, well, guys, I'd love to hang out, but you know, the pandemic. So I guess I'll just stay home with the kid and the wife. Like, he's got a perfect out. I think that now is a really like kind of silly time to try to have a kid, but I think Cody got in right before the cut line, so to speak.
Oh yeah, no, I have
last year, yeah.
I have a couple of friends that are having kids, I think this month and next month, that I've talked to them, and they've told me about a lot of the procedures they have to go through now. They it's just my two friends, two of my best friends, a man and his wife, and like no one else. That's it. Like no family members can visit the hospital. Like my buddy, he can't leave the room. They have to both of them have to stay in the room, and
no gender reveal parties.
No, well,
that nonsense.
No, I have a friend that was gonna have a baby shower, but now she's doing a drive-through one.
Nice.
Drive-through, but drive-by one. Yeah, we're going through a drive-through.
10 minutes, get it over with. All right, let's go. It's a boy. Yeah, come on.
Can you imagine? Look, I don't have many rules in life that are hard and fast, but one of them is that I do not do drive-throughs if there isn't curly fries at the end of the rainbow, okay? If I'm not just doing a drive-through on your street to wave at you,
I think we give the present as well. We give out the present as well.
I did think it was cute. My buddy Eric Davis, who works at Fandango, his kid had a birthday party, and his kid's like 6 or 7 years old, and so they did like a drive-by. But it was when it was like new and fresh and inventive, and like, look, we can still be friends. And so all his friends' parents like drove them by, and they could all wave. And he did a video of it and put it on Twitter, and I was like, this is making me cry. This is great. And then cut to like 2 months later, where we're all just jaded with all this stuff anyway. We're like, really, you got to drive by? What? You don't see your friends on Zoom? Like,
yeah.
I've become more of a curmudgeon. I know this. We all have.
Yeah.
And this device that we're on right now has just spoiled us rotten.
Oh yeah. Like even
is there a difference? Or sorry, Christian, is there a difference? Like you guys all hung out, Christian, Ken, Cody, Grace. Is that different than seeing each other on Zoom? Like, yeah, you're in front, but like I get the gist of what you guys are. Like I'm still hanging out with you. I need to see you in person.
To be honest, I think the only reason that we go out to bars or restaurants to mingle, obviously the alcohol is number one.
Yeah.
Two is that we set ourselves up as human adults in situations where we have to interact because there's nothing else to do, right? Mm-hmm. So if we're sitting around a fire pit, all we have is the alcohol and talking to each other and nothing else.
Talking
and
shit.
You only be rude and be on your phone. Yeah. But if I'm Zooming, do you guys know how much shit I could be doing right now other than talking to you? You guys have any idea the limitless possibilities that are on that thing that I could do that would be just as entertaining as talking to you?
1,000 things. Oh, you're talking about your TV, your computer, everything?
I could be talking about the dog. I could be doing anything right now.
There's so many things. I don't get how anyone's bored right now. People are like, I'm so bored at home. Like, there's a lot of things to do right now.
Well, that was the other reason why I wanted to do a freaking short film, because I was like, hey, what a great, to do a short film in quarantine. Oh, that's cool. People will like that and click it. And then I swear to God, I think Cody sends me a link like a couple days into me writing it to David F. Sandberg, and he made a short film in quarantine. I was like, God damn it. There it is. And then he did another one. He did two. God, he's so talented.
You cannot compete against other artists, Christian. It's impossible.
Bullshit. Okay? No, I want to be
blinders on. You got to put the blinders. Look forward, man.
I want to be the only artist. I want to be the only one doing stuff. I don't want anyone else.
All right. Then all this is going to make me do is I'm going to be your coach. Then I'm going to push you harder, because the next time if you make another short film by yourself in quarantine, when you tweet it out, you know what I'm going to quote tweet it as? I'm going to say Taylor Swift made an entire album.
Zendaya. Zendaya made a whole feature film with the Euphoria creator. Like fucking A.
With John David
Washington. Yeah. I love it.
A lot of people have different resources. Yeah.
I love that.
It's amazing what we can do if we really put our minds to it. So I was telling the fellas before we went live, I was telling them on Patreon, like, I have a couple little things here that are getting sent to me that I might be able to trick out my little home studio a little bit, just because I think we're all going to be in this situation for a while. At least I am. If y'all want to go out and take your masks off and act like idiots and make out with strangers and do whatever you do in Myrtle Beach and take Jello shots off each other's assholes, be my guest. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay at home, and I'm going to try to make some sort of content. Maybe I'll do some virtual stand-up finally, but it took me a while to get to that place where, we did the live Schmodown that was headlined by Roka versus Irwin on Friday, and it was so much fun doing it virtually, but it did give me a little bit of that juice. Like, I do kind of miss the live just like the live Schmodown weekends, which is everything from the Schmodown to stand up to the bars afterward, to the bars beforehand, and just all the stuff in between, and like the hotels. And I did start to get a little bit of that. I do miss the before time.
See, what you got to do then is just you check into a hotel and you get a couple drinks, and then you bring it back up, and then like go off to the side and act like it's before the show, then come to your computer, make sure you get the highest internet, and then once that finishes, you get off, then you just go off to the side and just hang out and have a couple drinks in the hotel room, just like old times. Can you even go into hotels? I don't know.
I did for my birthday. I stayed at Shutters on the Beach in Santa Monica, and it was epic.
Nice.
It was great. She went. Molly's mom came by. It was a lot of fun, and I just went in the ocean, drank a couple beers, went to bed, and it was so much fun being in a fancy hotel room. But I will tell you this, virtually nobody else is staying at that hotel, and so it was like I had the whole place to myself, which is great. And Christian, you bring up another point that is one of the saddest things I ever read in, like, I don't know, Cosmopolitan or like 17, one of those like dating magazines in like a doctor's office waiting room. I read this thing, and it was for lonely people, right? And it was like, hey, here's a way to get out of your lonely ritual is if you got nothing to do, nobody asks you out Friday night, right? Here's what you do. You come home from work and you act like you have a date that night. So you shower, you get all ready, you prepare your various areas, you spritz yourself up, you make yourself smell really good, and you just go about your whole day like you have a date that night. And that's what you do. But then
the saddest thing I've ever heard.
You're going to realize there ain't no date coming. The train is
when does it hit? And then it just goes downhill from there. Yeah.
Is that like a fake it till you make it mentality? Like there's a point where fake it till you make it does not work. Like reality still hits. That's so strange.
I guess so. I mean, but you guys know me. I can entertain myself on the weekends for a long time. I don't even need. I cut out the middleman. I don't even need to shower. Pretend like I'm going on a date. I'll just take myself on a date. I got a pool right out there. I got a couple beers.
Yeah.
I'll go out there. Crack them open.
You got a pool at your place?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Lucky.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Brian, I've got family that are out of town. You hit up that pool
right now. What are we doing here?
Yeah, let's go to that pool.
They're literally gone right now.
I think so.
You guys totally come hang out. I won't be present, but yeah, there's like a big wall separating me, so I can.
That's what we need in this country is another goddamn wall, Mark.
More walls for the white man.
Jesus, Mark.
Hey, look, me and my Argentinian are going to be safe in my place while y'all are outside swimming, and I'll throw you one over the wall.
Okay, all right, there it is. But yeah, I'm kind of the same way, especially now. Like, no job, at home, trying to be safe. I'm probably going to stay like this for a while, unless obviously, like, opportunities come up and I have to go into a workplace. That's obviously different, but I'm not like going stir crazy. I haven't gone stir crazy. I can stay in here all day. How many movies did I watch this weekend?
This weekend?
Yeah. I watched.
Actually, I have been watching more. I'm catching up on a lot.
Watched 2 classic movies that I've never seen before. A documentary, one of my favorite horror movies of all time, and then the Transformers animated series, which I didn't even know was on Netflix until like Saturday, and I'm like, I'm going to watch this all day. And it's great. Go out there, watch some Transformers. Hell yeah.
What are the 2 classic movies?
Oh, wait. Don't tell us. Make us guess. Okay, so Christian, here's how you're going to play.
Okay.
You are going to give us a keyword. The keyword cannot be it can't be an actor or actress in the movie.
Okay.
It can't be any crew member, can't be a director, and it can't be a word that is in the title of the movie.
Okay.
You just got to describe the movie in one word?
Yes. So, Brian, he's going to give us a new keyword like every 10 seconds. And then as soon as you think you know it, you say it.
Okay. Can I say genre?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I will say that both of them are political thrillers.
Oh.
So that numbs it down.
Okay.
Okay. So
All
now.
President's Men.
Yeah. That was one. That's one. That's one of them.
That was good.
Yeah. Good guess. Yeah. I watched All President's Men for the first time. I've been wanting to, like, because I love political thrillers, so I've been wanting to just, like, this is, like, the political thriller of them all. Like, holy shit. This is, I mean, I obviously knew what it was about, and I knew the true story and stuff, but, god damn. Woo!
Nixon.
What would be the
Watergate.
other political thriller that is a classic that he watched, Brian?
They're both political thrillers?
Okay. Spy thriller, political thriller, kind of.
Give us the word. Give us your first word to describe this political thriller.
No actors, right?
No, just like
okay.
for like All the President's Men, I would have said like Watergate? That would have given it away, right?
Yeah.
Deep Throat.
He's not trying to make this game go on 20 minutes. He's just, I mean,
okay. For the second one, Bird.
The Birds.
No.
3 Days of the Condor.
Yeah, dude.
The hell's that?
No, that movie. This is a fantastic movie. It's also Robert Redford. He's a CIA analyst, and something goes wrong to him and his crew, and then he's basically got to figure out why this horrible spree of things that happen. I don't want to explain. The movie's 40 years old, but and he kind of gets thrust into this paranoia, is the CIA doing this to him? Are there inside people within the CIA doing all these murders and stuff? It's Robert Redford, Faye Dunaway. I think the only thing that's dated in the movie is the relationship between them. Because he kidnaps her and then she falls in love with him right away and they have sex and it's just it kind of goes like that. But
that's not done.
That's not how it works nowadays.
Not the way that it was.
Them or force them a Rocky situation where you just corner them.
He pretty much just gets onto her. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know if that's accurate, but I
got to completely rewrite the short film I'm working on because that is not going to fly.
But both of them really. Then the next one I'm going to watch. I'm on a huge political thriller binge right now because they're all in
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford, that's a handsome son of a bitch. He's
a great actor. Faye Dunaway's great too.
She's fantastic in 3 Days. Just
amazing,
great.
And she's great in the
Chinatown
Bugsy movie. Too.
Mommy Dearest.
Bonnie and Clyde. Not
oh
Bugsy.
Yeah, that was her first movie, wasn't it?
I called it Bugsy because Warren Beatty played Bugsy.
He played Bugsy as the Vegas thing, right? He started Vegas or something Bugsy, kind of.
Bugsy Siegel did. Yeah, he was one of the kind of wise guys that started that had the vision to build Vegas from a desert nothing into a town where people get COVID. Christian,
yes.
Have you seen The Post yet?
No, and both Brian and Cody, I think, have talked about that many a times, and I was looking up, okay, because I
it's All the President's Men.
Yeah, kind of like that.
It basically acts as a direct prequel to All the President's Men.
Okay, because that one, The Post is about the Pentagon Papers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Vietnam.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you have the fallout of that. Then you have Watergate. But it's really fun. Everybody should go back and watch any Robert Redford movie you can, and just watch it with the knowledge that Robert Redford was working with Hydra the whole time.
Well, that was the cool thing. Now because I was thinking of Winter Soldier because he's in that movie, and there's the part in Winter Soldier when Cap is meeting with Nick Fury in the apartment, and he turns up the music, and then All the President's Men does the same thing with Dustin Hoffman. Oh, that's cool as hell. That's so awesome. It's great. Tiny little things like that. Marvel, they know what's up. They're going somewhere.
Also, Dustin Brian. Hoffman, amazing actor in everything he did.
He's great. Yeah, I think he got Me Too'd, but he was good at the time. Yeah.
Brian is working on the same hair that Dustin Hoffman had in Marathon Man. So
that's a great movie too.
Yes, it is.
The dentist scene with the filling. Oh,
give us your most recent movie in the same game that Christian and I can play against each other.
Oh, this is tough.
Because it gives me time to think of my most recent movie I've seen.
It's a drama, and I would say Hippie.
Almost Famous.
No.
Boogie Nights.
Close, but no.
Get On Up.
No.
Wonderland.
No.
Wanderlust.
Okay, let's have a new clue.
New clue, please.
I'd say. Oh, you said no actors or anyone?
No actors, no actresses. It's a game that we play on Heidi and Frank on Thursday.
So, Hippie and Conspiracy.
Hippie Conspiracy.
It's a tough one because I don't think you guys will get it. It's not underground, but it's not like a movie that everyone's clamoring to see. It's not a classic like All the President's Men.
Okay, but give us an actor in it.
Martin Short plays a small role.
Is it a Paul Thomas Anderson movie?
Yeah.
God damn it! Is it that?
It's like Paul Thomas Anderson did this to me.
Made no sense. I
saw your review of it afterwards. You and Christian both hated it.
Wait, The Master?
No.
In Inherent Vice.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah.
I've been on a Paul Thomas Anderson binge because Magnolia's on HBO Max. I loved Magnolia.
Oh, I need to see that. Never seen it.
But I tried Inherent Vice and I couldn't get into it.
Same thing.
That movie, we talk about the legendary Comic-Con where we just beat Christian Rubalcaba into submission and it took him like 9 years to recover.
Patreon.com.
Inherent Vice is the movie that, like, I still have PTSD every time I walk into a movie theater. And I'm like, oh, God, it's going to be like this again.
It was PTSD, PTA.
And I'm not a PTA fan anyway. I appreciate the guy as an auteur. I get it, but it's not for me.
He's great. You don't Boogie Nights? You don't like Boogie Nights?
Can't get into it.
I think. Wait, you haven't seen it? Like you tried and you couldn't get into it?
I haven't seen it. Tried to watch it a couple times. Fell asleep within 10 minutes.
No. Finish that. It's great. Like the comedy.
Good, yeah.
It's dark comedy. It's so funny. It's so well done. He was 25 when he made it. Philip Seymour Hoffman's performance in that is fucking incredible. So is John C. Reilly. They're all great.
Are you the booker of the show? Is this why you have Ken on more than me?
Why? Because he likes Boogie Nights?
Does Ken like PTA
Does he like
movies?
I don't know.
I don't know anyone that does. I'm telling my friends I told my buddy in high school, he's like or my buddy from high school, he said Paul Thomas Anderson's only good movie is There Will Be Blood. And I was like, no, there's so many good movies that he's done.
I like that you're bleeding friends because of your love for Paul Thomas Anderson.
He's so good. I've been watching interviews with him. He had a Q&A with Quentin Tarantino about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh.
So good. How do you guys know?
I listened to his interview when he was on your boy, who you occasionally accost while he's hiking, Mark Maron's show. And it was a great interview. And it made me want to like him. I cannot get into the movies. Did he do The Master?
Yeah.
I liked that. I liked the performance.
One of the funniest things, I think, like one of my favorite things you've ever said about a movie is from your Master review, where you're like, I didn't really know what was going on, but I appreciated the hell out of it. And it's so accurate. Yeah.
That's kind of his movies.
Yeah.
Like Magnolia, again, the performances of Magnolia are great until the end when it kind of gets like literal and like shit happens. But the rest of it's amazing.
Yeah.
Master.
Brian, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
With that haircut, you look like the guy at the dinner party who is going to tell you what Paul Thomas Anderson movies mean.
Oh, I will.
But you're going to explain to me how I'm missing the point of every PTA.
Revisit The Master. It's amazing. It's a masterpiece.
Oh, he said it. He said it. He pulled it out.
But I didn't care for the end of The Master because it kind of just ends. But I revisiting it, I loved it more. I will not revisit Inherent Vice.
Yeah.
Did you finish it? Did you finish Inherent Vice?
I finished it.
Okay.
Because it's tough to get through.
I watched probably like 40 minutes and I was like, oh, okay. I think I get it. I get it. I do want to give it another shot. Because now, like, especially like watching all these like classic movies, HBO Max has a bunch of really, really great stuff. That I'm like,
give Magnolia a shot. Let me know. It's a over 3 hour long movie.
Oh, okay.
So like you might want to
All the President's Men was pretty long too.
I can do that. I can do a 3 hour movie, but what I've been doing, even with like regular size, with fun size movies, is I'll watch like 45 minutes of them, then go to bed, and then it's like a mini series. So like The Five Bloods, I watched in 3 nights, and it was just
great
bite sized chunks, right? And then what else did I do? Gangs of New York, I'd never seen that, and so I watched that over like 4 nights.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
It was great. So Magnolia, I might be willing to give a shot because I love everybody who is in the movie. I can't.
Tom Cruise's performance in that is incredible.
Out of this world.
Yeah.
Like Scientology. Mark.
Yeah.
You like movies that are short.
Uh-oh. This feels like a plug.
You like no, it's not a plug. Oh, kind of. You like scary movies.
Yeah.
Do you have Shudder?
I don't know if I have Shudder. I think I got a free trial when I was paid to hawk it. But I think that free trial's over. But right. I appreciate what Shudder's doing.
Okay.
So.
Get someone's login info. And I know you don't really like Zoom, but there currently is a horror movie.
Yeah.
On Shudder called Hunt. Oh no, Hunt. Just Host.
The Hunt.
No, not that's where I was getting confused because there's a movie called The Hunt that came out earlier this year. There's a movie called The Host. It's just called Host. One word, Host.
Just called Host.
It's fucking 56 minutes. It's only 56 minutes.
Is that a movie?
It's technically a movie.
I saw some of my peers at Rotten Tomatoes tweeting about this thing, and they were sharing the screenshots, and it looked like a Zoom thriller, and I was like, but seems like it's right for the times we live in, so I'm into that. I haven't seen any of those kind of movies. I haven't seen like Unfriended, where dude's daughter gets kidnapped and it's
Searching.
Like
Searching's great. Yeah.
It's such inventive filmmaking, and sometimes I not with PTA. I'm not there yet, Brian, but sometimes I just acknowledge I'm a moron, and I just want to watch two people fight each other with swords, and that's my entertainment, as opposed to doing something like this, which looks just so inventive and
it's
creepy.
So fucking inventive. Like it is. I don't know. I didn't see anything in the credits if they actually like worked with Zoom, because it looks exactly like it's like every little detail about it. There might be like one or like I don't know if you can actually do that, but the way they utilize it, it's great. Cody texted me like I think it was like Saturday night. He's like, dude, did you see Hunt? I was like, no, I probably should. I have a friend who gave me his login info for Shudder, so I logged in and I watched it, and it's fucking great. It's spooky.
Host. You keep saying The Hunt. It's Host.
God damn it. Well, watch The Hunt too, written by Damon Lindelof. That's a great movie too. Host, fantastic movie. If you have Shudder, go and watch that, and then after you watch that, watch a fantastic documentary that I watched called Horror Noir, and it's a history of black horror, and it's just the entire history of black people in horror movies, like from the very beginning to now. It's fucking great. It's really, really good. I loved it. So insightful.
What's that on?
The last time I was over at Molly's mom's place, she has Shudder, so maybe I'll steal her password, because we watched there's like a series of behind the scenes on like cursed movies that they do.
I did see that one too. Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I saw it.
It's great, like the Exorcist one, the Poltergeist one, and some of it's like, it was just kind of a coincidence, but they really do a good job of selling it. I have not watched the Crow one yet, because that's just a little too. I'm still just emotionally attached to Brandon Lee in a weird way that I can't explain, because I guess I liked Rapid Fire that much, but I just there's just something like I just feel so bad about it, that whole accident, and it just feels so icky to me. So I haven't been able to bring myself to watch that version of Shudder.
I do want to check that out. Yeah. There's some
conspiracy documentaries about that. Brandon Lee and Bruce Lee were both killed by the Yakuza.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get into that on the Bruce Lee Be Water 30 for 30 that was on ESPN, and they didn't. And then when you watch it, you're like, oh yeah, that's probably all bullshit anyway. Like this is the guy. The guy took some bad stuff. He had a headache, and it just didn't jive. And
he had a allergic reaction. Yeah, and then to pull off what happened to Brandon Lee and the Crow, like that would take some serious planning and like meticulous, like placing an empty like round in the thing and having it go off.
Yeah, that maybe that's why I just don't want it, because I know how my conspiracy brain works, and once you start the monkeys cranking the wheel, it doesn't stop. Like I'm
conspiracy theorist. Oh, I can talk to you conspiracies all day, man.
Yeah. How far back do you want to go?
Well, there's a whole documentary series that I shared with these guys on Netflix that Brandon Lee and Bruce Lee were killed by the Yakuza. Philip Seymour Hoffman was killed by Scientology after he made The Master.
Conspiracy, allegedly.
Okay. The Black Dahlia was this guy's father. And then also the Kubrick stuff with the moon landing, and also Kubrick was killed because of Epstein stuff after Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, Epstein stuff? I didn't know that.
Yeah, watch Eyes Wide Shut and tell me that's not related to
Epstein wasn't murdered though.
No, like they murdered Kubrick for revealing what he revealed in Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly. This is all on the.
I just want to make it clear that Epstein wasn't murdered.
Yeah, there was some fake tweet from like a fake Hillary Clinton account, and it was basically like came out yesterday. It was R.I.P. Ghislaine Maxwell. Now we'll never know what involvement you have with Jeffrey Epstein. And then a fake Bill Clinton account replies to it, and it says, "Damn it, Hillary, you weren't supposed to do this till tomorrow." And then Hillary, fuck, how do I delete?
Those fucking dude, I come across some of those fake ones sometimes, and it's just that's just scary because they'll have like an emoji of like the check mark right next to them, and it makes it look legit. some scary shit.
There's a Sports Center one that gets me constantly.
Ooh, what's that?
It'll say like the Jets and the Giants agreed to form one super team in New York, and it just looks so official. It's like, oh God, what is happening?
That's your conspiracy. Your top conspiracy is that we haven't gone to the moon, right? That's your main mission in life.
Okay, I know going to the moon is adorable. I know it's cute. It rallied America and kind of made us forget the fact that Vietnam was going on and that a Kennedy had just killed someone. But there was also a Kennedy that got killed. And the Kennedy that got killed the first time was killed by somebody who maybe went on to hold a high office in the country. And that's what I will say.
Woo!
Oh, some
Also-
cover-ups here.
Also, JFK is a great movie too. Oliver Stone, fantastic movie.
JFK is great.
Love
It
that
gets
movie.
really warped and it really twists history. But man, it's a good gateway drug into JFK conspiracy theories because you watch it and like 3/4 of the way through, you're like, wait, does Oliver Stone still know he's making a movie or is he just super high right now? But
Yeah.
It's been his career for the past 20 years.
Thinking outside of the box. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I got to check that out.
Good
okay,
stuff.
so last movie that I watched.
Yes.
Here we go. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, so this might be a really boring game. Here's your hint. Airbnb.
Frogman.
Palm Springs.
No, I've not seen. Haven't seen Palm Springs yet. I heard it's great, and I'm still waiting for
Airbnb.
Frogman to be made.
Yeah.
Um,
Airbnb.
No. Oh yeah.
Is it recent?
Give me
Older?
another hint.
beach. Affair. Dog.
Basic Instinct.
Us? There's no dog in
No,
that.
it's. I can tell you. It's on. What's it on? I think it's on Hulu.
Beach.
Maybe Voodoo.
The Glass
Okay.
House.
Trying to think. It's a new movie. Dave Franco directed it.
Oh, The Rental.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. It
It was
a,
interesting.
yeah. I did want to check that out. Yeah, because I heard like some kind of mixed stuff on it, but I still want to check it out. It's like his directorial debut, so that always kind of like perks my interest. I like Dave Franco. Yeah, why not? I'll check it out.
It's an interesting vibe. I think everybody hears the name Dave Franco and they're like, I like him better than his brother now. So okay.
That smile too. Just I can't do this.
Oh, he's got such a punchable face, but he wrote and directed this movie, and
Yeah.
it's again, it's not a great movie, but it gets you talking. It gets you thinking about the modern times we live in.
Okay. All right.
It's
So,
why? Conspiracy wise or
no, Brian, we're
I think we're past
around
past that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all looking up like, what can I look up? What can I look up?
yeah.
I bet you Brian's hair is actually just a wig, and it's got foil underneath, so aliens can't read his brainwaves.
It's to make sure we're not being listened to, man. How many times have you said something out loud and then boom, ad on your phone?
Happens
We
a lot.
had this crazy open micer named Gaylord Dingler back in the day at the comedy store. And Gaylord was one of these guys, and you just don't know if is he homeless? Is he a bum? Does he have anybody? And he would always pal around with this other guy who was of the same ilk. We didn't know his last name. Just his name was Mickey. And they both just kind of looked like older hippies, kind of like Muppets at this point. And they were just one of the weird kind of drifter people you always meet doing open mics. And Gaylord started to go a little crazy. And he was convinced that the government was like camped out in the apartment next to his, and they were listening to all of his conversations. And I can't remember which comic it was, but he was just saying this to anybody who would listen. And somebody finally was like, Gaylord, of all the people on earth, why would the government spend the money to listen to you?
That would be so
It's like
bored.
people can come see you perform for free and nobody does. So why would they
Go
all
through
this
all that.
money? But this became a thing because then, going back to conspiracy theories, Gaylord just suddenly stopped coming around. Nobody knew where he was, and Mickey seemed to take a dark turn in his personality. And so this conspiracy theory brewed that one night after a show, Mickey and Gaylord went out somewhere and they got drunk, and Mickey got mad at Gaylord about something. So Mickey took a bottle and hit Gaylord over the head with it in an alley and just left him there to bleed to death. And so we all heard this. We're like, Jesus Christ, we didn't know what to do for like an entire year. We're like, do we turn Mickey into the authorities? Nobody's seen Gaylord. And so we just started this grassroots campaign of like, can anybody find Gaylord? And so I think somebody made a MySpace page and like they posted Gaylord there. Has anybody seen this person? If so, take a picture of him with the newspaper of that day so we know he's alive. I'll be damned if like a year had gone by after we thought we just knew this murderer walking the streets, Mickey, and somebody sent a picture to the MySpace page, and it was Gaylord in Detroit, Michigan, with this kid who was so happy that these comedians in LA would know about him. Yeah. And he's holding today's newspaper, and we found Gaylord.
Oh, whoa.
Unbelievable.
Whoa. What was he doing? Is he locked up now? He's a murderer.
I gotta DM the guy who made, because I think he might have made a documentary about it. I'll send it to you.
Is MySpace page still active?
Yeah. If anybody out there wants to, if either one of you guys next time you see or talk to Christian Harloff, just say the name Gaylord Dingler, and you'll get some great stories.
That's fascinating.
Dingler?
That's incredible. Yeah. I bet you he'll be able to see Tenet before everyone else. I don't know. It was the title of our video, so there we go. We talked about
Tenet?
Yeah, we were just trying to figure out what people are into. You guys ever seen the Tenet trailer?
What do you guys think releases in theaters first, New Mutants or Tenet?
Tenet.
What is, as of now, like what's scheduled to actually come out first?
The actual thing that I think is scheduled is Bill and Ted on September 6th, I think, because Bill and Ted says in the commercials now, it says theaters and VOD.
Yes, September I did 6th. See that. Yeah.
Oh, it's not just streaming? I thought it was strictly streaming.
It said theaters and that, so maybe they're just covering their bases or whatever. But
yeah, probably New Mutants, because I can see them like, all right, let's finally just put this fucking thing on VOD. There's no way. Yeah. There's never in a million years will Tenet be on VOD.
Oh, you're talking about stuff appearing on VOD first or in theaters first?
Or just like, I think he's saying like what will actually come out in theaters first, New Mutants or Tenet, because New Mutants
I don't care if it premieres VOD too. I just want to see a new movie that's like a big release opening in theaters too.
Yeah.
So
Tenet's supposed to be released in like select theaters, right? In like Texas or some shit.
I think it's going overseas first.
Yeah. I think it's in like the UK first. Because they have their shit together.
You think Chris Nolan will die before Tenet gets released on demand? You think that will happen?
Oh, there's no way he would. Yeah.
He will never let it release on demand.
I think if Nolan could pull like a Shang Tsung and absorb all the COVID into his own veins just so everybody could go to the theater to see his movie and save humanity, I think he would do it. He'd do like a Tony Stark, sacrifice myself for the good of the world play.
Yeah, and just snap his finger.
Just for Tenet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the trailer? I haven't even seen the trailer yet.
I saw the very, very first one. Nothing else after that. I saw that first trailer. I was like, God damn. All right, cool. I'm in. I don't need to see anything else.
Have not seen another trailer for it. Yeah.
You're in too, Mark? You're all in?
I mean.
Yeah. I mean, if you told me, if you just showed me the trailer, I'd be like, yeah, this looks like a cool movie. Nolan adds to it, but I'm not going to like say it's not my most anticipated movie of the year just because it's got Christopher Nolan and a premise I don't understand, but it does look cool.
Yeah, yeah, I'm probably sold on Nolan. Like, I like Nolan stuff. I don't think like the stuff he makes is perfect, but I've enjoyed every movie experience that I've had going to the theater, seeing all of them since Batman Begins. I think that was the first movie I saw of his in theaters, and every time I was like, hey, I like this guy's movies. I'm going to see all of his movies in the theater, not at home.
If I say, it's so funny how we can like, even a compliment can just totally diminish somebody's career, because like Batman Begins is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Which means I could say that Christopher Nolan has been downhill ever since he made Batman Begins.
Yeah, you could.
It's been going nowhere. That Spielberg guy, a bust since Jaws.
Since Jaws?
Yeah.
Not even, what, Jaws was before E.T., right? So not even E.T., huh?
Jaws was like his first big movie, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you seen Duel?
Duel was great.
Duel's good.
It was made for TV. It was made for TV.
It was TV.
And then I think it was Sugarland Express was his first theatrical movie. And then Jaws hit. And then the world changed. And Great White Sharks did not like it. Did y'all see the video of the great white shark that some Canadians saw and they took a video of?
No. You posted it, right? You said
they were so nice to this goddamn shark, and the shark looked like it was. If it was Americans, they'd be like throwing beer cans at it and like trying to stab it with their Confederate flag. Yeah. But Canadians are just nice people, and they're just like, oh look, it's a beautiful animal. Let's take a picture of it, and they did, and it swam off, and everything was fine.
That was it. That was it. They didn't slap some like TikTok song on it and do a dance with the shark. Nothing like that. They just took the video and said, "Be on your way, sir. Bye."
It wasn't like if Christian Rubalcaba saw the shark and said, "Okay, shark, we need you to swim by the boat another 20 times."
Just do it one more time. You know, I know this is doing nothing for you, but I very much appreciate you. I very much do. I don't know.
You're a perfectionist, and we appreciate it. We need more people like you because there's plenty of people like me who my whole life is predicated upon doing live stuff not because I think it's cool or it's a thrill. It's simply because everybody lowers their expectations when it's live because they know something's going to go wrong and it's not supposed to be perfect. And that's the way that my best take has always been my first take.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could be that good.
I should put that on the old tombstone.
Yeah, that's good.
That really shut the Wangers up.
I wasn't sure if you froze. It looked like you froze right there. Like your face just went like. Brian,
it's not all yucks with me. Okay, it's not all yucks and conspiracy theories.
Sometimes I think it is.
Well,
when we go to Barney's, you're doing a set at the patio in Barney's. Like, where's the real Mark Ellis?
Brian, you got the Blockbuster. You got a little bit of Blockbuster action in getting ready.
Yeah, I got it ready.
Hell yeah!
Anything else you've seen? What was the documentary you saw, Christian?
It's called Horror Noir, history of what was it? The full title.
Have you seen? You've been.
History of Black Horror.
What was it?
Horror Noir, a history of black horror.
You saw Faye Dunaway in that one movie. Have you seen Chinatown?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think I watched that in high school. That might have been the last time I've seen that too.
Chinatown's great. It's amazing. Yeah. Jack
Nicholson. The Two Jakes is good too.
What's that?
The Two Jakes sequel to Chinatown.
Oh, that's right. There was a sequel, right?
Yeah. It's not as good as Chinatown, but it's good.
Okay.
Does Jack Nicholson return?
Oh yeah.
He plays Jake Geddes again?
He might have directed that now that I think about it.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's so funny if it just made up that movie.
I know. No, there is a sequel. Yeah. There is.
I know the Two Jakes, but I didn't know if he directed it. Yeah, I'm going back and watching a bunch of classic movies. Paul Thomas Anderson, of course.
Yeah,
only.
I think the next one I'm gonna do is, it was either All the President's Men or 3 Days of the Condor that are part of like a Paranoia trilogy, and I think the next one is the Parallax View. I think is that Warren Beatty? I could be wrong, but it's another one about like the government hiring assassins to assassinate like higher ups and stuff, and it sounds cool.
There's a pretty cool remake of the Manchurian Candidate that I liked
with Liv Schreiber and is that Denzel?
And Denzel, and I want to say like Meryl Streep is in it.
Oh, okay.
Whoa!
Don't quote me on that.
Most recent.
Yeah.
So we'll do. We'll play a little Blockbuster game when we get through some of these. We have a couple super chats. Arcadio Castellanos, thank you for the super chat. Don't know how many times you've gotten this, Ellis, but I'll ask anyway. Top 5 Van Halen albums, go.
Top 5 Van Halen albums. I think number 1 is still Van Halen 1. Number 2 is the album Over My Right Shoulder, 1984, given to me by that guy, Brian Perez.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Brian Perez is the guy that turned me on to Van Halen. He's like, you look like you could.
I was the first guy to hear
rock and roll.
Give him a vinyl. He's like, hey, you put this vinyl on. Check him out.
I think number 3 would be 5150. 4 would be Van Halen 2, and 5 would be For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. So I got 3 Roth era and 2 Hagar era on that list.
Okay, all right. You like that? There you go. There you go. He may have answered it 1,000 times, Arcadia, but there it is, 1,001. William Belfort sent a super chat. Thanks, Willie Bells. I haven't heard from you in a minute. Well, the Washington football team should be known as the Washington Wangers. It combines 2 of my favorite things. I will make an executive order. Thank you, President Belfort. You're the hero we all need. I like that.
That's right.
They're still like the Washington football team right now.
That's what they're going to play as this year. Like they're just going to be the Washington Football Club this year, and I'm totally fine with it. They're instead of like a logo on their helmet, it's just going to be like the number, like very old school looking.
Oh, okay. Nice. Interesting.
But we're keeping the classic. Classic colors, and I might have spent like I don't know $200 in Washington Football Club merch that is set to arrive sometime next month. It's on back order.
Okay,
I'm gonna be waiting a minute.
Do you think
is football starting? Is football happening?
As of now,
that's exactly what.
As of now, but the baseball ain't making it look that promising. But the NBA in the bubble has been awesome so far.
Okay,
it's so weird. I put that on yesterday. It's so weird seeing the Zoom fans. That's bizarre, bizarro land.
Do you pay? Do they pay to be in that? Zoom.
It might be like a lottery system. Like if you're a season ticket holder, I think that's what they're doing with baseball. Is like if you're a season ticket holder and you want to enter the lottery, then you can pay X amount of dollars if your number gets drawn to be a cardboard cutout in the bleachers.
This is why I'm so terrible at birthday presents. Because I heard of how much it was to like for baseball games to have your cardboard cutout to like go behind home plate. I think it's like $300 or $400. How funny would that be if Cody's watching an Angel game and he just sees him? He sees, hey, watch the Angel game tonight, and he's fucking behind home plate the whole time. We failed. We fucked up, guys. I'm sorry in the chat. We fucked up. Should have got it for Cody.
It's also a great if any of y'all have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, husband, wife during this time, and baseball's still on. You can even lie to them that day. If you forgot to get them a gift for the anniversary, just tell them that you got a cardboard cutout of her and you, and they're together, and just watch the whole game acting like they're going to pan to it. Like, oh, no, honey, I think I see us. Right over. You don't have to have any evidence. Just say you did it, and they're going to believe it.
Amber's like, I fucking hate baseball. Why did you do this?
I got the picture that
I know we don't have to watch the game. I just wanted you to know I was thinking of you.
Yeah.
I got the picture that would be on Cody's cardboard cutout. That's how he would be watching the Angel game.
I don't think they would approve it. I think they have to like approve all the photos. They'd be like, nah, not this one.
Get him mid backswing at Topgolf.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. That would have been good. And then finally, James Laverio. Did you guys show Ellis the Crazy Train remix? Did we ever show you that?
Yes.
We did. Okay. All right.
Yes. And you guys didn't have to because I had a number of fans tweet it at me. When it came out, it's pretty perfect. Like,
James might have been that one.
He would not have done that any better.
It's so good.
We have fans?
Yeah, with the people that actually watch our shit. That's crazy. Thank you.
You guys have many supporters, and you should be very proud.
We try very hard. Might get flagged. You don't know. Just get to the part. Oh.
It was meticulous planning and editing. Took me all day.
Just for that one. Oh, boy. Oh, hey, Eric Striffler's in the chat. He said, love you, handsome men. Hi, Eric. Come back to California. Don't. Stay safe. Stay away from us.
He's still in, Eric, you still in the van?
He is in the van. I don't know where he currently is right now, or if he wants to say where he is, because I put a bug on his van. I know exactly where he is at all times.
Striffler, if you're still in the chat, can you just comment on how you're feeling right now, knowing that Brian Perez stole your hair?
Does his hair poof up? He's got luscious hair that just like.
I think the last time I saw him was pretty short.
His hair can get up there.
Yeah. Before we get into the Blockbuster game, T-shirts. Check out these merches. Not what Brian's wearing. That's a cool shirt, though, Brian. I actually like that one. That's cool. Yep. Teddy, right here. You can get many other T-shirts from our various short films, and they're really awesome. Check out the merch store. We added some new stuff. You can get stickers. You can get pillows, phone cases. You can get a Wanger mug, just like that one right there that Brian's been drinking out of. You can't get these mic flags, but you can get the sticker for it, like that sticker, the runner sticker on Brian's phone. Booyah! He's got his face on the back of his phone. Check it out, the top of the description. And we also do sell posters for all of our short films, just like the sticker that Brian is holding up right there for our other various short films on tpublic.com. And Eric says, I am currently in South Carolina, making my way into New York tomorrow, and I approve the hair, he says.
Dude, there's a Hurricane Isaiah in South Carolina. Get the hell out of there.
Not pronounced Isaiah, though. It's spelled like Poro Isaiah's. and believe me, I know how to spell a rapist. It's like Isais or
like an acai bowl. Acai bowl.
It's like acai. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Isais. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like Frank wants to buy one of your phone cases, Brian.
Oh, Frank. Frank's in the chat too. Everyone's in the chat. Yeah, get that phone case, Frank. What's your favorite short film of ours? Just buy that sticker. Maybe Brian will give you one. I don't know if he has extras. I don't know. I actually
only if Frank invites me to his goddamn pool. He's got an Olympic-sized pool in Sherman Oaks, and he will not invite me over.
I think he said he can. I don't think outside visitors
doesn't matter.
Okay, all right.
There's a property manager gonna say like, "Hey, you don't belong here." That's racism. If you're like, oh, you don't belong in this Sherman Oaks high-rise apartment.
He's a Mexican dude. He looks at you. He's like, dude, you're not a real Mexican. Come on.
Yeah. No. He'll be like, dude, you can't afford this. I'm like,
Frank has like the best pickup line of all time because he can just tell any girl, hey, do you want to come back to my place and look at the hours and hours of crocodile and snake footage I have. Because he's got it.
That's the winner. That's the winner right there.
Yeah. I mean, if that won't get you a lady to come back to your place, Frank, I'll come because I want to see that.
Just random snake footage.
It's unbelievable.
Eric said, yep, we're racing the hurricane. We'll stay safe, and you guys stay safe too. Yeah.
Get the hell out of there.
Stay safe, buddy. Drive safely. Get home in one piece, and be safe when you guys are over there as well. And Frank sent us a super chat. The $5 he spent on us, which he probably could have spent buying his sticker, especially when you consider YouTube taking like 35% off. So you could have just spent that $5 on the sticker. He said, Mark Ellis, you're invited to my pool anytime. Thank you very much.
It's my favorite thing on SEN Live is like, because they always try to do it as nice as possible because they do Streamlab and Super Chat. Mm-hmm. So they're always like, hey, guys, we appreciate any support. YouTube does take a huge chunk. So we really prefer Streamlab. But if Super Chat's all you can do, that's fine.
Yeah.
But guys, I'm telling you, YouTube takes a shit ton of money.
They do. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't hopped on the StreamYard or Streamlab, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
But everyone has it at this point.
Get the full amount?
Yeah, you get the full amount.
What are we doing? Did you say?
Like 3-0.
And then Frank said, Frank said he'll Venmo me. If you guys just want to give us money, just send it to my Venmo. We'll put that.
Frank, I'm going to go to your pool this weekend, Frank. Put that in the chat. Frank, put your address in the chat, then we'll all hang out at Frank's pool tonight. Or
Brian, are you ready for some Blockbuster? You on our Discord, which, by the way, you get exclusive access to our Discord on Patreon, patreon.com/wangers. You asked some good peeps in there for some categories. Ellis, I believe you played this game with us before, correct?
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, you'll get it. Yeah,
I think I'd be good at it.
Okay. I don't know if he has. So it's a Blockbuster game. I got a little Blockbuster thing. Counts down 15 seconds every time I tap it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give a category. We're all going to go in order. You're going to give a movie that corresponds to that category.
Yes.
And if the timer runs out, go ahead.
Yes, we did play this game once, and I won one round, but it was like a garbage time round, and I think you guys just let me win because you saw how much it meant to me.
Do you remember the category? Because I hope I don't repeat the category.
I hope you do. It better not be at PTA.
You got like 6 movies in there.
Paul Thomas Anderson masterpieces. There Will Be Blood.
That's it.
Boogie Nights.
So what do you got? What's the category, Brian?
So someone in the Discord said, we did this with RB3, movies that have a character or actor named Robert. So we have Mark Ellis on the show. Let's do movies with characters or actors named Mark.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got to say the movie and the corresponding Mark that goes with the movie.
You got to say both of them.
Well, you just got to say, like, All the President's... For RB3, it would be All the President's Men, Robert Redford.
Okay. All right.
Got to get a little...
So happy in this shot that you can see the dog because otherwise it just looks like that's my teddy bear. And it's like, why does an adult need a teddy bear and his own initials behind him at all times?
Yeah. All right.
And a little tiny squeaky football.
And then I'm closing up the chat. Brian, you close up the chat. Everybody in the chat start naming off movies with an actor or character name or the title with Mark, correct?
Actor or character named Mark.
Mark. Got it. Also, Shiz a Bear, how much to access the Discord? Just $1. $1 Patreon support. You get everything early. You get a little bonus show every single week, and you get the Discord. Booyah. Check it out. All right.
All right. What's the order, Christian?
It will be Mark Ellis, then myself, and then Brian. In that order.
Mark Ellis?
Yes. So, Mark, you are first. Name it off in the chat, y'all. All right.
And also, if you name a movie, you can't name the sequel. But you can name the sequel if you don't name the original movie.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Ellis, go for it.
I'm going to name the greatest movie of all time, and that would be Return of the Jedi starring Mark Hamill.
There you go. I will say Rockstar starring Mark Wahlberg.
Ooh, can I use the same Mark that he just said?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm going to do it with
a sequel to Rockstar. So I'll say Contraband.
Wait, no, Brian's
turn.
turn.
It's my turn, Mark.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta wait the turn, Mark. You gotta wait the turn. I'm gonna restart. It's Boogie Nights with Mark Wahlberg.
There you go.
Now that I have the floor, Contraband with Mark Wahlberg.
I'm going to go Fear with Mark Wahlberg.
The Basketball Diaries with Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know why we got on this jackass first. Can I say Spencer Confidential with Mark Wahlberg?
Is that a movie?
It wasn't theatrical, though. It was Netflix.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
I'll go Lone Survivor with Mark Wahlberg.
Deepwater Horizon with Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. I'm going to go, what was the name of The Departed with Mark Wahlberg?
Patriots Day, Mark Wahlberg.
Damn it, I was thinking of that one. Was it The Room with Mark? Oh, hi, Mark.
I'm going to go Summer School with Mark Harmon, the greatest living actor.
Summers. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. All right.
Bridge of Spies, Mark Rylance.
He stole an Oscar from that old man.
He did. Now Brian's thinking of Mark Rylance movies.
The Perfect Storm, Mark Wahlberg.
I like that movie. It's a good movie.
Okay, I'm going to go The BFG with Mark Rylance.
I'll go... Oh, no. Oh, the other guy is Mark Wahlberg. I don't even like that movie.
The Happening, Mark Wahlberg.
Okay, trying to think of other Mark Harmon movies. I'm gonna say The Guyver with Mark Hamill.
Okay. I'll say Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back with Mark Hamill.
No, it's
Oh no!
It's not young adult. No.
Oh.
What's that movie with fucking Duplass? Damn it! All right,
Oh, you gave me another mark. Thank you.
Ellis and Ellis, your turn.
Oh boy, now I'm back on the clock. Okay, let's do Brigsby Bear with Mark Hamill.
That's a fucking great movie. I'll do Mark Duplass in Creep.
Okay, I will do The Avengers starring Mark Ruffalo.
13 Going on 30 starring Mark Ruffalo.
You and your Jennifer Garner. Spotlight starring Mark Ruffalo.
Zodiac starring Mark Ruffalo.
I can't say Dog Stepfather. Can I say Little Fucker starring Mark Ellis?
Yeah, you can. I'll give it to you. You're the guest, bastard. I will do Shutter Island starring Mark Ruffalo.
Ooh, yeah, it's good. How about Kingsman starring Mark Strong.
Yeah,
Mark Strong?
Yeah, give it to him.
All right.
The Lovely Bones starring Mark Wahlberg. I know the book is better.
Now, because you're a guest, we give you another shot. We give you a mulligan, and we're going to give you 15 more seconds to come up with a movie that has a character or an actor named Mark.
Okay. Let's think of other Mark Hamill movies. The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, starring Mark Hamill.
Green Lantern, Mark Strong.
Okay. A Knight's Tale starring Mark Addy.
Oh shit. Flintstones and Viva Rock Vegas starring Mark Addy.
Wow. Deep cut. Feels like there's like 30 Mark Wahlberg movies that we're just missing.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel really stupid when we look at
Did we
that chat.
do The Happening with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, we
I
did.
did, yeah.
Okay. Child's Play with Mark Hamill.
Oh, that's right. You did the voice.
Ooh.
I'll do this. Mark Wahlberg. No, shut up. Transformers: Age of Extinction, Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. Is it the Grimsby Brothers with Mark Strong?
Is it?
I think so. The
With
Sacha Baron Cohen. I'll give it to him. I think that's what it
I
is.
think it's something. What did you call it? What did you say it was?
I called it the Grimsby Brothers. I don't think that's right.
I thought it was like
But it wasn't the Brothers Grimm.
No, that
the Brothers Grimsby.
The Brothers Grimsby, is that it?
Yeah, Brothers Grimsby.
Okay. No, I can't win like this. That's Christian gets it.
He can't. All right. Well, he's got to give one more
Okay.
to close it out.
Shazam, Mark Strong.
He's in that.
Yeah, he's the villain.
All right. Wow, Christian is the winner.
Hats off.
That's right. It's probably only because Cody's not here.
Blockbuster game.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Cody definitely got at least a round. He might have won Blockbuster game last time.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I said. Ted. We're missing Ted. Shooter. The big red one. Foxcatcher. The fighter. Let's see.
Yeah, I immediately ditched thinking of characters named Mark.
Yeah, I can only
I
think
just
of
went right to actors.
The Social Network. Damn it.
who's in the Social Network.
Mark Zuckerberg. It's the character's name.
Oh yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
Two Guns, Pain and Gain.
Two Guns.
Yep.
Pain and Gain.
Entourage, of course.
Oh, he was in that movie.
I'm sure he makes a cameo.
Cameo. in
Yeah,
it?
he shows
I never
up
saw it.
for like one scene because he's editing Ted 3, I think.
Oh yeah, like Johnny Drama's trying to get into the VO booth or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaky Friday. Mark Harmon.
Mark Harmon can be in any goddamn movie he wants to be.
Who's Mark Harmon? What the fuck is that?
Played football at Michigan, star of NCIS, one of them.
Oh, okay, I know this guy. You've seen him.
Oh yeah, he was in Freaky Friday. Yeah, he was Jamie Lee Curtis's fiance.
He's just got a nice, calming,
He's got like
masculine presence about him.
he kind of looks like Bruce Greenwood a little bit.
No, Bruce Greenwood is trying to look like Mark Harmon.
Okay, fair point. Yeah, there it is.
Greatest living actor.
Handsome feller. Well, Mark, I wanted to thank you, sir, for joining us here on this program. We very much
done?
appreciate it. Yeah, we're done. I mean, we have to do this thing where you have to sit there for like 2 minutes while we rattle off these names, and then Brian plays a funny soundbite, and then you just look confused the whole time. But,
All right, Molly. Looks like it's back to our boring quarantine life after this.
we have. What'd you say?
The highlight of my week.
Oh, thank you. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens on Wednesday. That could be. It could be a little bit better.
Oh, right. Well, today's my Batman Begins, and then Wednesday's The Dark Knight, and then the rest of the week is just The Dark Knight Rises.
Downhill from there. Nolan had been downhill forever. I still haven't seen Interstellar. Everyone's telling me to watch Interstellar. Oh, not a fan? Christian, not a fan?
I like it. It's not my favorite. I can watch it. I can put it on and watch it, but it's just like, yeah, okay, I get it.
My buddies was telling me he was in like tears after the music rises at the end.
Yeah, there's some really big emotional stuff that's really, really good. The human stuff is my favorite. The science-y space stuff was a little disappointing to me. But still good movie.
2001.
I'm just
Not
still
knockoff, but-
trying to think. I think that there's not enough characters named Mark in cinema because, like, I'm trying to think of any line that I've ever heard of somebody actually saying the name Mark in a movie. Like, there's never like, Mark, you're the one I want. There's never, I love you, Mark. Like, there's none of that.
Yeah, I bet you The Room like cursed that forever, and then the whole oh hi Mark, like no one wanted that in their movies. Maybe. Where's that documentary?
I got out as cleanly as I did. Yeah.
Mark, I know you got some just stuff going around your apartment, but what do you got coming up? Got anything? Where you playing?
COVID going around.
Yeah. What do you got playing? You playing at Kaiser Permanente this weekend?
I got the big date on Friday. Wish me luck, boys. And then just the normal, smattering of Schmoedowns and Rotten Tomatoes and just other random appearances here and there. Just you can follow me on social media, Mark Ellis Live. You guys know the drill. And,
hell yeah.
There's the beast.
Ooh,
That's how I sleep on couches too.
If you guys want to
fell asleep last night on my bed, and she fell asleep. She rolled over, and so now she's totally on her back, and her arms, her front legs were just straight up in the air, and she slept like that with her arm up in the air. And I'm like, how is that comfortable? She slept like that for hours.
Hell yeah, I love it. If you can make it work, make it work. You guys can follow Mark on Twitter at Mark Ellis Live. Subscribe to his Patreon and subscribe to his YouTube channel. All that stuff is down below in the description. Check out, this Wednesday we're going to be playing baseball. Friday we got a commentary for Disney Channel original movie, The Other Me. It's about cloning, and it's fucking great. I don't think Cody's ever seen it, so this is going to be very interesting. We figured, it's about time people are going back to school. That's not, don't send your kids to school. It's not right. Oh my God, that's great.
Yeah,
that's
how she did it.
I love
her arms were even more straight. They were just like straight up.
Check out the Quarantine Report. All 5 episodes are available here on this YouTube channel, as well as our iTunes, our podcast feed. And hey, if you ever are on the go, if you are driving somewhere and you want to just listen to this show, check us out. Check us out on our podcast feed. We're just the Wanger Show on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify, Anchor. Check out all those things, and finally check out the short film Pocket Watch that Amber and I did not almost break up during the making of it. So please go and check it out. And
try to guess what take was used. Was it take 20 or take 94?
I've actually I did this kind of for stage 4, like right when quarantine was starting, and I was figuring out how to do OBS and stuff. I might do like a walkthrough of the timeline of my editing timeline, maybe just for like the patron peeps. I might do that. That might be a little fun. So stay tuned for that. I might try that out. So Brian, you ready to go for some of these names, sir?
Yeah. Let me know. Oh shit, I don't have a last one. All right, go for it.
Not a lot of confidence there. Aaron J. Lancaster.
I didn't like the way you said bummer.
Aaron Woodley.
A lot of chefs like to cook with red wine. I add a little mezcal to my food item.
That's it. Alec Remler Young. Cody, big penis. Alexis Lopez.
Hey guys, it's the penis guy here, Cody.
That's fake. He didn't say that, did he?
He did.
Was that what he followed up with?
Huh?
Never mind.
No, go watch the, I think it was the Pokemon.
Okay.
Live stream.
Yeah, check that out. Anthony Morera.
No, I'm pretty flaccid right now.
Arcadio Castellanos.
Got a ham bone. Can I get an oink oink?
Billy Storley. Brian King.
Propaganda.
Chris Jones.
No, I missed the whipping.
Cindy Perez. Hi, Cindy.
Was that 30%?
Claire. I always get this one. Claire Landgenderfer. I hope I said that right.
Oh, bite that nipple.
Corey Morissette. No one's having sex tonight. No one. Dominic Gonzalez.
I have no issue with Mike's Hard Lemonades, man.
Enrique Cabreas.
I wouldn't necessarily go the penis route.
Gabriel J. Liba.
Fuck yeah, dude. This guy fucking fucks.
Giorgio Miraflor. I like the balls. There's more to that. Jason Harvey.
I think we need to see more penis in film.
Okay, that one's full context. Yeah. Jeffrey Pickering.
I know they're gross looking sometimes.
Separate. John Mariano.
Oh, fuck me.
Joseph Tiana.
A lot of chefs.
Wait, I played that before.
Joseph
sorry.
Tanana. Sorry.
Found footy, right?
There it is. JP Beeler.
Cody Hall, that's a wanger.
It's classic. Carl Soderback.
Are you calling me fat?
Kyle Johnson.
That's fucking great, you motherfucker.
Maris Thornton.
Fuck yeah, dude. This guy fucking fucks.
Mark Murdoch.
I want people to get pregnant tonight. Let's do this.
Miranda Bedingfield.
I take responsibility.
Paul Acton.
Yeah, I love horror movies.
Real Snacks Tex.
I'll eat your ass.
5 more left. Ruben E25.
Give me that throat, boy.
Samantha Leon Mendoza. Cover your mouths. Senior Film.
I will eat your ass.
Dos Mas. Tyler Eklund.
Thank you, Senor Film.
And finally, Will McLean.
What should I go out on?
Can you just give me like? Can you just hit me with a few Rokas back to back?
Rokas? Oh, you know the main Roka ones?
I acquiesce to the black person in the room. And Blackland, I've heard as well. Blacklanta's hot today. Brothers call it Black Lanta.
Oh, boy.
I love the black people.
Man, it's good to be in Black Lanta.
My best friend literally is black.
Literally.
They call DC Chocolate City.
God.
What
Good times.
was the last name you said?
Will McLean.
That means he eats ass.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us here. Please stay safe, wear a mask, social distance, physical distance, do all those good things. Protect your loved ones and your family members, do all that stuff. Treat each other right. Treat each other fairly. Go out there, support your local businesses. Maybe some restaurants that are some local ones. You know, help them out.
Don't eat in.
No, eat in, but like go pick it up. Yeah, go.
Oh man,
Order
the
pick
guy
up.
who played Francis Buxton in Pee-wee's Big Adventure is named Mark, but I can't get his last name.
Oh, I watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure not too long ago. Actually,
It's perfect.
great
right?
movie. Big fan of that movie.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, the other me got Game 5 this week. Oh boy. Whew.
Who's up in the series?
I believe Cody is 3-1.
Cody's on the precipice
Yes.
of a championship.
It's Game
3-1.
5. This could be it. This might be the last baseball game ever. Because it's not happening. Yeah.
Maybe the last time Ken Napzok ever plays video games live again.
All right, everybody. Take care. Have a good night. Peace. You guys can say bye. You could like to just say bye.
Bye.
Okay.